I'm Salvador Klein. I'm the CEO of Global RevGen, and we're a digital media agency with offices in 5 countries around the world. And we figure out where to put ads online, why to put them there, and then we do the implementation of that media, and then figure out which ads are working the best and which ones are not. To deliver that service globally in a very complex digital media marketplace, we decided to build quite a significant internal software platform to help us do that, to help us deliver that service to our clients. That's why we work with Roobykon Software. We've worked with them since 2010, and we started with some small projects to test. We'd tested a range of developers and development companies all around the world. Cheap ones, expensive ones, ones that sat with us in our office, ones that we sat with in their office, outsourced models, and the agency that stood out of the crowd was Roobykon Software, and their results simply spoke for themselves. Their knowledge, the care they took in understanding our needs, in advising us carefully and slowly instead of just getting the project underway, and their patience with us and with me when we didn't really know what we were building. We knew conceptually what we were building, but we certainly didn't have a complete project brief or complete development spec, and so we changed direction a number of times, and we had to tear down stuff that was already built a number of times in order to develop a platform that actually met our needs and our changing needs, and develop a platform that supported our business, my business, in delivering digital media advice and implementation in a global digital media landscape that was changing. And throughout the whole process, I felt so supported by Roobykon, and they were really, in my eyes, they're second to none in terms of a development partner. Global RevGen head office and Roobykon Software head office are located tens of thousands of miles away from each other in different time zones, and but I suppose so is the offices within Global RevGen. You know, we've got offices in 5 countries around the world, and we've got clients in about 25 countries around the world, some in very inconvenient time zones. So it's important to it was important to us to find a development partner who understood that and could support that. But in actual fact, it was a benefit in many ways, because when we really needed to move fast, work could continue while we were asleep, and when we needed to collaborate, we could find the time to do that. And when Roobykon needed to collaborate with my different offices around the world, they could do that as well, and they certainly were willing to do that. So the barriers certainly were not geography. In fact, you know, we're in an age now where geographic boundaries are no more. And the companies, Roobykon being one, my company, Global RevGen, being another, that are winning business globally are the ones that are delivering value in a global commercial marketplace. I've certainly had a good experience with Roobykon. I wouldn't hesitate to recommend them to any company anywhere in the world who needs a good, reliable development partner who will not just tell them what they want to hear and will not just get a project underway to drive billings, but will actually take the time to listen very carefully to the needs, understand the ultimate outcome, and then advise not in their own self-interest, but advise in the interest of the client and the project. And as the needs of that project evolve, Roobykon will be right there by your side.